Good morning, everyone. When your mom passes away, and guys, I apologize at the beginning if I have to look down at some notes, but I really want to get this right. When your mom passes away, it feels like a big piece of you also dies. It's like a big hole in your heart, like a void. And, sometimes it's really feels almost impossible how do you get out of that void? But the truth is, since I've moved to my new house and I'm surrounded by this beautiful nature, is that I know with 100% certainty that my mom's spirit lives on. It's not unusual now that I sense her presence here, that I sip coffee out here in the morning and can almost hear her voice say, "Hello, Steve." "Ah, Mom. Hello, Mom. How are you?" It's a beautiful thing. So with Mother's Day arriving in my home country, America, just a word of encouragement for all of you who are also waking up and your mom is not physically present with you, and how sad and painful that sometimes can feel. But I think what I would like to say, and I'm not preaching, but what I find is if I sit still in beautiful nature with no distractions and no noises, that my mom's spirit will come and visit me. It's very strong. It feels like I can almost talk to her. Surrounded by nature, tree and flowers, all of the things that my mom loves so much. That's when she comes to visit me. Just a couple things about my mom, and guys, if you're like-minded and thinking the same way, when you see this video, please leave a comment and share a story. But one of the things that my mom used to tell me was, "Steve, be kind to everyone that you meet." And I'm like, "Really?" And she's like, "Be kind to everyone," emphasizing everyone, no matter what. Because you never know what kind of burden they are carrying. That was one of the most important bits of advice that I've ever received. And am I successful with it every time? Especially if I'm dealing with difficult people, challenging people, I'm not. But Mom's voice is there going, "Be kind. Be kind to everyone, Steve. You can't possibly know what they're having to endure." Mom's background, I'm not going to talk a lot about this and give a lot of details, but my mom is a shining, bright example of how your childhood can be toxic, poisonous, very dangerous, unhealthy, and you can still rise from the ashes of that childhood to do something beautiful with your life. And that is my mom in a nutshell. There was alcoholism, there was some violence, and some of my mom's siblings were not able to completely make it out of that as adults, and they suffered greatly because of it. But my mom, somehow, there was this transformation. She took all of the pain and the suffering and the horrible nature of her childhood and the uncertainty of it all, and she used that to transform herself into what I call an angel walking on earth. And that's the real truth. "Steve, you're biased. It's your mom." Of course you're going to say that. I mean it with all my heart. And I've always said that, And it was when it truly dawned on me that this was true about my mom was when I became a man. I became a man at 18 and joined the Air Force and flew across the pond to Germany. Everything started coming to me about what my mom's presence, my mom's compassion, my mom's empathy, my mom's unconditional love. And to this day, even as a pukao, an old man, sitting out on my front porch in Thailand, my mom's unconditional love, and you guys will understand. That's a very hard thing to receive on any level in this world, because this world is jaded and unforgiving and can be quite cruel. But my mom's unconditional love, and guys, I can tell you, along the way to becoming a man, and even as a man, moving through the decades, you know, I've written in my journal, I think I'm the modern day prodigal son. And every possible way that you could screw things up and make bad decisions along the way, I think I've checked all those boxes. You know, but what I remember is that my mom never questioned, like, why did you do that? Why didn't you think about the repercussions? She just said, I love you, son. Welcome, son. I'm gonna hug you, son. Good night, son. Good morning, son. Unconditional love, never judged me, just accepted me. And now, all these decades later, any good things that might emanate from me, any kind act, any kind of paying it forward for other people, that comes directly from my mom's heart and soul and her compassion. You know, and a couple of times in my life when I felt like I was at the bottom of a deep, dark sea, and I thought, there's no escaping it this time. Basically, my mom would say, these are not her exact words, but her message was, push up and follow the light. And even though there were moments when I didn't think I could do it, I did. And my mom deserves all the credit. And guys, what I worry about all the time is, as a teacher who spent over 25 years in the classroom with children, is like, what happens to people who don't have a mom like I have? How do they navigate this life, and how do they overcome mistakes that they make along the way, like we all do? The gift of a good mom, or even I could say the gift of a mom who's, even if she comes up short in some ways, is giving everything that she knows how to give to her children, I think is the greatest gift that any person could ever receive in that moment, and so later on in life. So a few years after my mom's passing, my sisters, my two beautiful sisters, and myself, occasionally we still talk about how much we miss mom, and I shared with them how I felt mom's presence. Guys, not like a ghost or any kind of junk like that. It's not like that. It's just I was out here drinking coffee and I felt my mom seemingly come and sit with me. And it was powerful. So the last thing I'll say is, even if on this Mother's Day or any other day, if you've got your mom with you, even though it may be challenging and life is hectic, make sure you give her a hug and a kiss. And even if you have a hard time saying, I love you, Mom, you should do that. So, until next time, happy Mother's Day. Even if your mom is not with you, you can sit in quiet settings like this, knocking annoying flies away, because thus is a reality of life. But welcome your mom's presence into your life, and that way she lives with you forever. And I know that my mom lives in these trees, in these beautiful flowers and plants, because, and the birds, we always sat on the back porch and watched the birds and tried to call out which bird was which, and look what they're doing and how beautiful that is. So my mom still lives within me, and that is the most beautiful gift of all. Mom, we miss your physical presence here on earth, and we know we can't get that back, but we know that we can access your beautiful spirit, and we know in your own way you're still looking out after your 3 children, even now. God bless you, Mom. We love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. If you like this video or the message, guys, please leave a comment. It would mean the world to me, because this is not a monetized channel. It's just a way to try to connect with people and to share stories of our lives. Okay, guys, take care. Peace, love, and light.